This is Sam Rayburn Reservoir and the final day of the 2018 Texas Team Trail Championship presented by Cabela's. Day one saw record-breaking catches.
Wow!
And the heaviest limit in Texas Team Trail history.
Unbelievable!
It's championship time, and coverage starts right now on the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's.
Okay guys, it's the final day of the Texas Team Trail Championship presented by Cabela's. We're going to be awarding 2 fully rigged bass boats. We're going to get
Welcome to
started
day
in
number
just a few
2 of the
minutes.
2018 Texas Team Trail Championship presented by Cabela's from Sam Rayburn Reservoir. We've got 149 teams on the water competing for a piece of the $125,000 total purse, which includes a brand new Ranger boat for each of the top 2 teams. Going into the final day here, all eyes are on the team of Clayton Boulware and Albert Collins. They dominated on day one with a record-setting 40-pound 5-fish limit.
It's one of those days that just nothing went wrong. Everything was perfect. It went right. We got bit. Every time we set the hook, it was like, man, I don't know if it's a fish or if he's hung up on something. You know, but it was a fish every time. It's one of them deals. It worked out.
Here's a look at the rest of the top 10 on the Cabela's leaderboard. Also in play is the Lucas Oil Team of the Year. Corey Rambo and Rusty Clark are leading by a slim margin over a strong contingent of teams. But this is home, and they're feeling confident.
We've got a lot of history here. I mean, we fish here, 100 days a year or more, whatever, maybe more. And we've got all that in our mind right now. We're trying to do everything that we can do in a short period of time, and we just can't do it all. So we've got to slow down and stick to what we've been doing best.
We'll check back with Rambo and Clark at weigh-in later this afternoon. Getting right into tournament coverage, we'll kick things off with the reigning Lucas Oil Team of the Year, Jeff Reynolds and Johnny Thompson. Reynolds and Thompson are sitting just 35 points behind the leaders.
We're in 5th place right now for the Team of the Year. We won it last year. We'd love to repeat, but you know, the guys that are in front of us, a couple of them are locals here, and they're pretty salty on this pond, so it's going to be a chore to try to beat them, but we're going to give it all we got and see what happens. Well, we got to where we wanted to start. We caught 3 times yesterday right before we had to go in. I mean, they were nothing big, but 3-pounders, so we're here. First one's here, so ain't got part of no company, so we just need them to bite. We're going to mix it up a bunch. We're going to start probably shallow, and then we're going to go deep some. You know, we don't have that much stuff out deep. I've never really caught them here deep that good, but I know it's what you're going to have to do to win. Control what we can control.
There you go.
Good one?
Nah, keep her.
In net?
Yeah. I don't think. He comes up. Oh, dang.
That ain't net.
Nope. Don't throw my dang trailer off. Look here. Hey, look what he just spit out in the boat.
What? That big worm?
Yep. Sure did.
Tie that worm on. That might be what you're biting.
Hey, I remember picking a bait up out of a lake one time and catching a 10-4.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a sign.
Spinnerbait on Durant Lake. Well, I mean, we know there's still some here. That's a big plus. We just need the right ones here.
We need them all fat, but we needed them about 14 inches longer than that one, and fat.
Early on day 2, and Reynolds and Thompson are on the board. Stay with us. Coming up, we'll get back to championship coverage from Sam Rayburn Reservoir and the Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's.
As people who love the outdoors,
we know what we stand for. We stand for fish, wildlife, and conserving the places they call home. We stand for the traditions we inherited and that we must pass on. We stand for great gear, fair prices, expert service, and memorable experiences. At Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, we stand together for you.
You sons of fishes. Ain't enough fish on this lake for 2 clubs.
Really? Well, we see plenty of fish live with Panoptics.
Yep. Dang, we should get Panoptics. Maybe we'll just take yours.
What's going on here? You boys have license?
Yes, sir.
Nope. There he is.
Oh, I got him.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you in part by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. And by Lucas Oil, it works. Welcome back to our final day coverage of the 2018 Texas Team Trail Championship presented by Cabela's. We've got 149 teams that have qualified to fish this event. And getting back to tournament coverage, we'll pick things up with Lee Yowell and Brian Schott. They wrapped up day 1 in 5th place, weighing 25.06, anchored by the biggest bass of the day.
Yes, sir, 967, new big bass leader. Congratulations.
They switched it up on day 2 and are starting the morning shallow.
Did not look like one we care to see, but rat number 10.
But when the early frog bite failed to produce, they put it on pad and headed for deeper water. Fishing main lake points with the boat in 25 feet, Yowell and Schott went to work.
See, we caught that one, and it got the school fired for a second, then caught another one immediately. That's kind of what you shoot to run into that 4, 5, 8 times a day, you know. Got him. I'm not gonna make a call yet. Oh, yeah. Not real big. It'll work.
Okay, 3-pounder?
Nope. Keep wishing, but we're not there yet.
Moving on, this is William Flournoy and James Chumley. They started the day in 2nd after sacking up 27 pounds on day 1. They're fishing jigs on offshore structure. And that's about all we can tell you.
Come on, stay down. That'll help the cause one.
Well, she ate that jig, didn't she? Stanley jigs, 1/2 ounce jig. Whew.
Did you cut them off? Cut the water off?
Yeah. I bet I'd do that again.
I bet you do. I'm fixing to pick my eyes up.
I did. I reeled it up over that stump. She hit it just like that.
Like she's supposed to.
Brought it up over the stump, let it drop. When it hit the bottom, I picked up on it. She said, wow.
With a boat being awarded to 1st and 2nd place, Flournoy and Chumley are in the hunt. We'll check back with them at weigh-in. Fishing from the Z8 Nitro, this is Chris and Lori Eves.
Started out here this morning, and we were actually dragging down the hill. Caught a 3-pounder, 6-pounder, a couple of 2s, 2.5s, and we got off of it when the wind came, and then we've switched up and started dragging up the hill and seeing if we can get anything. And now just all the small ones seem to be in. Got him?
Yeah.
Need a net? You good?
Oh, I don't need a net. I don't think. Oh.
You sure?
Well, I might. You gonna be my net guy?
I'll be the net guy.
Oh,
Hey, hey.
Edit.
Come on, hey, put it down.
I'm trying.
Oh, he's a little one.
Well, he felt really big. This morning, they were a lot bigger. But when you see one, you know, a little bitty one like that, if you look behind it, there's usually a pretty big one. He cast behind me. Well, he caught the first fish, and I saw that I was netting it, and this big one was behind it. So he cast right back out there and caught that. You know, that's where he got the 6-pounder. So if you see one of these little ones, there's a big one following it for some reason.
With the clock ticking on the final day, we'll head to break. Coming up, we'll check in with the Day 1 leaders before heading to weigh-in, right here on the Texas Team Trail, presented by Cabela's. We'd like to give a big thanks to the Texas Team Trail network of boat dealers. If you're in the market, we ask you to please support those that support the TXTT.
For 50 years, Ranger has led the way in innovative, high-performance designs, and we're raising the bar again with a bold new flagship line, the Ranger Z Comanche L Series. These rigs are custom crafted with a passion for perfection and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver domination at every level. The next generation Ranger L Series. Celebrate a legacy, 50 years in the making.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole other level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Lucas Oil Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but will provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products. Lucas Oil, it works.
Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you in part by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Evinrude, spend more time on the water. Triton Boats, we take America fishing. By Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. Welcome back to Sam Rayburn Reservoir and the final day of the 2018 Texas Team Trail Championship presented by Cabela's. The big story at this event is the monster 5-fish limit caught on day 1 by Clayton Boulware and Albert Collins.
40.28 pounds, 40 with a 4, 40.28. Wow.
Absolutely a dream day.
Yeah, yesterday was just amazing. I mean, we caught quite a few fish, but not really as many as what we thought we was gonna catch. It's just it seemed like every time you set the hook, it was big. And I don't know why, because today hadn't been that way. Well, we've caught some decent fish, but not big ones. I don't know. I just hopefully we can upgrade a time or two today, this evening, and we still got time. It's 12:30. We got an hour and a half worth of fishing left to go. We got time to catch 40 pounds yet.
No wind.
Yeah, I know.
Don't let the spotlight work well. There's one.
Yep. Yep. That's what we need, buddy.
Hold
don't know if she's gonna pull or not. Yeah, I think so. Nope. Oh, I don't know. Nope.
You got it?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're catching most of our fish on Mr. Twister worms. The hang 10, which is a 10-inch ribbon tail worm, and then the mag buzz tail worm, which is a 12-inch worm.
Catching some on a big bite, big worm, big creek tail, and some on a fighting frog. Just main thing is keep something on the bottom. Keep them on the bottom.
While Bullware and Collins reset, we'll make a quick move and check in with Luke Sims and Brian Robbins. Like many, they're dragging a big worm in deep water.
Got one?
Yep.
Good?
Feels better, yeah. He'll call up for us.
Need net?
I'm just gonna bring him around this side.
Hang on, let me get the net. Just trying to pick up another good one or two. Culled down. Had a really good practice last week. Caught a lot of big fish last week, but just not getting the bites of the big ones this week.
It's not going too bad. We had a limit early this morning. We've upgraded a couple times. Caught a pretty nice fish a while ago, about 6 or 7 pounds. We need the wind to pick up a little bit. Just chasing some of these brush piles, hoping to pick these little bit bigger fish out. A little better one, maybe.
Got one?
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. Well, he ain't all that good, but I think he's...
Which side you coming to?
This side.
I don't think you'll help us any.
I don't think he will.
That fish probably won't help. Back on Bullware and Collins. With time running out, they'd like one good fish to seal the deal.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Just maybe. I'm going to keep her down like she's a big. She is. Oh, yeah. That's a 5 pound. She's coming like a bat out of a whale, son. She's hot. Yeah. Real hot. I'm going to let her go. Coming up. It's off. She's off. Son of a.
Sorry. There's another one out there.
Dang. That's a good one.
There's another one out there.
Yeah, you can go from the high to high, low to low.
Time to get it in. I should have just kept cranking and worry about it later.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Golly.
Looking at the replay, after the jump, you can see the lure pop out as the fish dives. That one could hurt. Stay with us. Coming up, we'll head to weigh-in and find out.
At Mercury, when something's worth doing, it's worth doing boldly. So we ran our newest engine, the equivalent of 4 times around the Earth, at wide open throttle. Because that's what it takes to help you go boldly too. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury 4-strokes. Lighter, quicker, more efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
TRX. The bold new family of bass boats from Triton. 7 awesome models from 18.5 to nearly 22 feet. TRX. Huge casting decks. Massive storage compartments. Extreme Triton performance. TRX. The boat for back-to-back classic champions. Ready to rocket you to the winner's circle. TRX. With Triton, having it all has never been so easy.
It takes brains and brawn out here, your wits and know-how, and the rugged performance of the Nitro ZV-18 and the Nitro ZV-21. These two groundbreaking deep Vs and the relentless anglers who run them are turning heads and catching fish on the tournament trail. See how the Nitro ZV series is winning on northern waters. Nitro boats. Champions aren't born, they're made.
The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is brought to you in part by Nitro Performance Fishing Boats, Lowrance, find, navigate, dominate, and by Mercury, go boldly. Join us in 2019 as we launch season number 7 of the premier team trail in the country. The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's kicks off in February on Sam Rayburn Reservoir, where anglers can expect to find fish in transition from their winter haunts and moving shallow. Then the TXTT heads to Central Texas and Lake Travis, where teams will battle it out on one of the hottest fisheries in the state. Then in April, we'll head north to Lake Texoma, where anglers can target both smallies or largemouth on the big waters of this famed reservoir. We'll wrap up the regular season back on Sam Rayburn, where the fish could be in a post-spawn feeding frenzy, and more records could be broken. For the championship, the TXTT returns to Lake Belton for 2 days in June, where anglers will have endless options to etch their name into tournament history. For information, registration, or sponsor contingency options, look us up at texasteamtrail.com. Well, this is it. We're down to the final moments in the 2018 season, and we'll head right to the scales. Lee Yowell and Brian Schott struggled on day 2, weighing only 1476 for a 2-day total of 3982. They'll finish out the tournament in 6th. Jarrett Latta and Brian Lowrance started the day in 8th, and after adding 1953 to their total, they'll move up the leaderboard into 5th. William Flernoy and James Chumley weighed 27 pounds on day 1, finishing in 2nd. On day 2, they brought a little more than 18.5 pounds to the scales for a 2-day total of 45.66. They'll finish out in 4th. Chris Wilson and Harold Moore were up next.
These guys trying to win a boat. Second place is a fully rigged Ranger boat. They were in 3rd place coming in today. Going to add 29.78 to yesterday's weight. Going to give you a 2-day total of 56.13.
We're sitting in 2nd right now from what we understand, and we're hoping that we stay there. You know, Clayton and Albert had that giant bag yesterday, almost a record bag on this lake, so that was going to be kind of hard. We knew they'd back it up today, so we knew we was fishing for 2nd, so that's where we set our sights, and that's what hopefully it works out that way.
Remember, there's a Ranger boat for 2nd place, and only one team stands in their way.
TJ Goodwin and Philip Krelia, these guys are right in the thick of it for that 2nd place boat. They had 25.34 yesterday. We're going to add 22.56 to yesterday's weight. It's going to give them a 2-day total of 47.90. Not going to get you up there for that 2nd place boat, but a great tournament nonetheless.
And we had a good weekend. We fished clean all weekend. Just kind of needed that one big bite. It seemed like all the other teams would get 8-9 pounder. We never had it this weekend, but we had a good weekend.
There's just one team left. Your day 1 leaders, Clayton Bolware and Albert Collins.
You need 5:39 to take the lead. I think we did it. 23.81 today. Yes, sir. What a tournament. 2-day total, 64.09 for 2 days. That is fantastic.
Hey, I'm tickled to death.
You know, we've been doing this for, competition fishing for 25 plus years, and no, it never, you never don't get excited. It just, we're pretty run down and beat right now. The heat took it out of us, and, today we knew we had to go out and catch 20 to make sure we had a really legitimate shot, and we went out and caught a little bit better than that, and, just pleased with our performance.
For your trouble, you're going to take home a Nitro Z19 with a 225 Mercury. Also had the wherewithal to get in that Angler Advantage to pick up some extra cash. Total winnings of $42,585, over 64 pounds of bass in 2 days. Congratulations, man.
And there you have it. Here's a look at the rest of the top 10 on the Cabela's leaderboard. Our final order of business is the 2018 Lucas Oil Team of the Year Award, and that goes to Corey Rambo and Rusty Clark.
The most prestigious award of all is Team of the Year. Congratulations, you were the most consistent team all year.
Anytime that you can win Angler of the Year and against a competition that we fish against and all around the state of Texas, and then also we won Angler of the Year and Skeeter Bass Champs too. So to win Angler of the Year in both of those in the same year, all around the state, we're on cloud nine.
Congratulations to Corey Rambo and Rusty Clark. And here are the final point standings for the rest of the top 10. To learn more about the Lucas Oil Team of the Year program, or for schedules and registration, look us up at texasteamtrail.com. A big thanks go out to everybody that has made this season the most successful yet. We'll see you on the water next year. The Texas Team Trail presented by Cabela's is a Carico TV production. Thanks for watching.